Testing. All right. I always have to test because you never know. The microphone might not even be picking up, and I'll be having a wonderful conversation with myself as usual. So, I record these episodes on voice memo, and I can see on my phone screen that it is recording. Isn't that great? That's news. That's worth sharing. Okay. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded anything. And that's usually because I'll have life shit get in the way, stupid people taking my time, and hopefully that's over with. But who the fuck knows? My life right now seems to be um, taken from a scene from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 where they realize they need to go help their friend who's gonna get killed by Freddy Krueger, and I can't remember it verbatim, but it's something like, "Oh my God, we're both asleep. I'm driving." It's something like that, where you know there's a problem and you just want to fix it, but you're not paying attention to how you're going about it, and you're caught in a cycle of constantly repeating the same thing. And until you notice the cycle, and maybe even then, you notice the cycle, but you still can't figure out how to get out of it. So I finished a short story, or short in my opinion, but it's like 150, maybe 170 pages. That's such a short story, I think. And now I have to illustrate 31 images. I already kind of planned it out, what I want from every image. Um, Now I just have to do it. And it's not hard, it's work, but it's worth it. It's worth it just to be able to sell my book, not just written by this dude, but written and illustrated. I like that. I used to sing almost every day for fun, and my voice got really strong. I really felt good about my voice, and when I would sing, it sounded amazing to me. And I mean, I know that sounds pretentious, but I mean, usually people are their own worst critics. Usually, unless we're talking about stupid people, then they think they shit gold. I mean, um, I never thought that I sounded great. I enjoyed singing, but I didn't feel like I sounded any good. But after years of practicing on a daily basis, I felt like, wow, yeah, I can hit those notes. I can make this sound good. I can control my voice. So I was really happy about that. But then the same shit that gets in the way of me doing anything got in the way of me enjoying my regular routine, which I did enjoy before. I need to start doing that again. I used to meditate twice a day. I used to eat once a day. But I understand that that's not enough for a lot of people that have gotten themselves used to eating 2 or 3 times a day or more. But that's what I was used to, and I was happy with that. I felt good with just that. In fact, I think I did that today. I mean, I had coffee for breakfast, but I wouldn't count that as a meal. So I did wait until lunchtime to actually have my first official meal, and I feel really good about that. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel tired because my body's spending all that energy digesting. Oh, speaking of improving your life and making right decisions, um, I've actually been exercising every day for over a week now. And I feel really fucking strong. And I can actually see the difference in my physique in the mirror. So I feel pretty good about that. Um, I've been tanning once a week for like 30 minutes, like 15 minutes on each side. And um, I don't think that's doing it that much. I think it's just like the right amount. Because I do think there is something to our skin being pretty much like mud. I mean, carbon six, and you know, mud can be cooked and it'll get hard. So think about that. If your body is overly cooked, I bet that losing weight and gaining weight will be harder. But if you do gain weight, it's going to be really hard to lose the weight. So, majorly tanning might be a good thing if you're uh, you're happy with how you are at the moment, because it'll kind of solidify and establish that physique. It'll be more balanced, I'd say. So until you're there, I would say less tanned is going to be like like wet mud. It's easier to shape out. That's my theory, I don't know. Because when I used to tan pretty hardcore, um, it didn't matter how much exercise I did. I didn't see any improvement. And it wasn't the diet. My diet was just fine because I was hardly eating. I still didn't see any improvements. So I think there's something to my theory. But it's just a theory. What do I know? Okay, so in the news I saw that two what is it? Two Jews got killed at the Jew Museum. Yaron Lizchinsky. Hmm, that's a that's a last name, I guess. And Sarah Milgram, Israeli embassy staff shot dead in US. In us. Okay. Boy, look at those pictures. He looks so flamboyant and she looks so cuckoo. I like her hair, but that's not her natural hair color. Okay. She looks crazy and he looks kind of gay. Before they were killed by a gunman outside a Washington Jewish museum, Yaron, that's a name, had planned to make a formal proposal of marriage. Oh my God. Oh, they really are reaching with this bullshit story. I'm sure they're still alive and they're probably back home laughing their asses off about this. Either that or getting paddled because the story didn't work, as a lot of people are, you know, stating that this is a false flag event. Yeah, of course it is. Did you see the fucking videos? The Mexican guy doesn't look like he just murdered two people. The staff around the place picking up that thing, whatever the fuck it was, and trying to hand it to the murderer. Yeah. No, this is stupid bullshit. So this is why, again, I will say, Yaren Lishchinsky looks like a gay person. I was almost going to say and I'm not gonna say it, but you know, it's the other word for gay person. And Sarah Milgrim, um, they clearly loved each other. That's why this fucking guy seems to enjoy the company of men more, and this fucking woman doesn't even know how to control emotions with that face of hers. I mean, she's not looking at anything. She's just like, is this what it looks like when two people are in love? Yeah, no, these people probably don't even fucking know each other. There's no chemistry there whatsoever. But apparently, before their tragic, heinous murder, he was gonna pop the question because he loved her. Right. Yeah, and as he was dying, he was like, Sarah, my love. Fuck off. Stupid bullshit. Yaren Lischinski. Chinks I mean Chinsky. The 30-year-old had worked as a researcher. Oh, of course. This needs to be studied. At the Israeli embassy in Washington since 2022. Okay. So he's in on it. He's in the club. All right, I don't even give a fuck to read more about him. Sarah Milgram. Ugh. Grim Mill Lem. Bleh. The LinkedIn photo of 26-year-old Sarah showed a smiling woman with curly red hair, not in the picture I saw, standing between Israeli and U.S. flags. She had worked in the public diplomacy section at the embassy in Washington since 2023. Milgram was a leading choir member. Oh, choir. Choir? I didn't know that Israeli synagogues had choirs. Member at her school near Kansas City. Not a religious choir. Pardon me. And earned a degree in environmental science from the University of Kansas. In what? Environmental science. Gay. She also attended a American University in Washington. A American University in Washington? Not okay. Are they being facetious? They don't want to fucking tell me what it is? Whatever. And the UN University for Peace program. Uh, so fuck off. I can't even finish reading this. It's so stupid. All right, I don't give a shit. Among other stories, South Africa's president is praised for staying calm during Trump's horrible, bigoted racial attack. Whatever. During Trump's Oval Office ambush. All right, who wrote this? Kate Bartlett. Go fuck yourself, Kate. You're a fucking idiot, Kate. All Kates are idiots. If your name is Kate, you should change it because Kate Bartlett just fucked it up for everyone. Anyways, yeah, no, I saw the video and I've been watching as what's his fucking name? That stupid asshole with the stupid hat. I don't think he even has eyebrows. He looks so fucking weird. Julius Malema, the head of the EFF. F. Singing about pa, kill the farmer, the boa, pa. Like, you fucking asshole. Get a different song. That shit is so old. It's played out. Boring. Pa, don't be afraid to kill the white. You know what? The same. In reverse to everybody else. I was looking at some interviews of I can't believe his name is fucking Julius. Is it really Julius? Hold on. I have to find out that I'm not saying his name wrong. Julius. And no, I was right. This fucking thing, this homunculus looking bastard, has no fucking eyebrows. So, Julius Malema, the South African politician, is the founder and leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters. Effed up. A communist political party. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's a communist, and now it makes sense. I was about to say there was a interview that I read of his claiming how anti-Semitism isn't right, and that he loves Jewish people because they are his investors. Now, oh, and he also claims that he descends from the biblical Jews. What the fuck is that about? Is he saying that Jews today aren't the real Jews? That's anti Semitic, motherfucker. Anyways, so this son of a bitch, I can't stand the motherfucker. I don't know why someone hasn't just. Well, no, I do know why. I do. I can't really tell you, but. Oh, man. It's fucked up. Everything that's happening over there in South Africa. The white people that did all the hard work, made everything there livable, sustainable, and somebody got in the head of black people. And I know who it is, or what group of people it is. It is the communist. It is a communist agenda. It's a Talmudic, satanic Talmudic agenda. I encourage everyone to look up the Talmud. It is a pretty hidden book, but you can find it. It costs about $2,000, so I'm not gonna recommend anyone fucking buy that. But look for online copies. Look for information about it. It states that pedophilia is okay, that raping children is not a big deal. It is blasphemous. It is satanic. It claims that Jesus is burning in a lake of excrement, and it calls Mary, his mom, a whore. It claims that there are more than two genders, like about 8. So that's where that bullshit came from. It is Satanism, you know. I mean, there's not too many groups that will flat out admit to it. There have been several Jewish people that have admitted that they are followers of Lucifer, which is kind of how I flat out know that the Freemasons, who are Satanists, are actually part of the communist agenda, which is the Talmudic Satanists, the Orthodox ones of that group, right? I mean, how else can you justify the fact that the I can't remember how you say it. It's a Hebrew word, MVP. It sounds like mbp. When they get their circumcision and you have a mole, that's the name of the guy that does the circumcision. This mohel will put his mouth around the infant's penis and suck it off and ingest the blood from the cut. So the official explanation, besides the usual, it's tradition, is that there are special things in the saliva that can help heal the wound, or bullshit. Are you fucking kidding me? It's just fucking pedophilia. It's just sucking off a god darn infant and ingesting blood. Okay? So it's as satanic as you motherfucking get. Especially, think about it. This fucking guy who's usually some old son of a bitch in his 50s or 40s or 60s, I don't know, it just got done sucking off a bunch of children all day long. Then he goes home to unwind. What do you think he does at home for fun? He sucks off grown men. Of course he does. Think about it. Your fucking life is sucking off dicks, but you can't be with that person because that's a fucking infant. You turn gay. You do it to grown men. Duh. Now, what do you think comes from that? Disease, herpes. Then he goes back to his job, does it again to infants. They get herpes. Their immune system isn't strong enough. They die. There's been several of these reports. And normal people have even said, like, hey, fuck that tradition shit. This is dangerous. We're not going to do that anymore. Can we push for that to be, you know, implemented into law? But, you know, the United States of Israeli, used to be America, is controlled by them. And so that has not been made into law, nor is that punishable by law. So that's really, really fucked up. And maybe, honest, here's another theory. Maybe that's why um, some of the Ashkenazi Jews and the Orthodox Jews have red hair. So much ingesting of blood, copper in the system, it turns the hair red. That's just a theory. I don't know. I don't. I wouldn't know if I've ever met people that ingest blood on a regular basis. Although Shirley Manson, the lead singer of the band Garbage, uh, who has red hair, she does love blood pies, blood puddings, or something like that. She mentioned in an interview. Um, so there you go. She's got red hair and she likes the blood. Although I think there's a difference between ingesting, um, fresh blood and something like what Shirley Manson is into. I have no idea. I'm really not fucking interested in ingesting blood. That's kind of sick, kind of gross. I think maybe I was into the idea when I was younger and I didn't know any better. But now at my age, no, that just seems weird, and twisted. Twisted. Anyways, so back to President Trump's ambush of South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. That's a name. Anyways, I didn't catch the original airing, so I didn't see the whole thing. I've seen clips of it, and it usually starts off with some journalist asking Donald Trump, "What will it take for you to be convinced that there is no white genocide?" Which is a fucked up question to begin with because there's so many South Africans getting killed. I don't know if you've seen the video of all those crosses along the road or highway, whatever that was. And then of course there's the videos of Julius, you know, telling everyone that's black, like, hey, you should kill white people, and just because, why not? You should do it. And then the black people are like, yeah, why not? I mean, you played that one song, and now we're all excited to do that. Trump, thankfully, brought over a lot of white South African people, and I've seen the videos. They look like amazing people. They look normal. They look intelligent. They look like families. And I think I saw a couple of babes, which is not surprising. I will always remind everyone that Charlize Theron is South African. She is one of the hottest ladies ever. Yes, please bring all the Charlize Therons out there. If the black South African people are too stupid to appreciate a fine looking lady like Charlize Theron, that's their problem. Bring them over, please. And you know what? While we're at it, since a lot of the psychotic, satanic immigrants that were brought over to the United States by the demos, the demons, I mean the Democrats, and it's not working out, you know. So I would suggest for all those cocksucking piece of shit politicians that thought that was a good idea. Hey, let's bring over animal sacrificing, demon worshiping, scum trash people that will just murder at the drop of a hat, who believe in the total opposite of the American dream. Yeah, let's just bring them over so they can all vote Democrat. Oh, okay. So, two options: put them in their home, put them in those political scum, put them in their houses. Of course, they'll say, hell no. Okay. So then the other alternative I would say is put them in South Africa, right? They don't want white people. We'll trade you. We'll take all the white people and put all of those crazy demon worshiping scumbags over there in South Africa. I think that honestly, they'll be happier and we'll definitely be happier. Now, they might not want to do that because the invasion that's happening right now in the United States and in Europe is not coincidence, right? It's a plan. It's it's um it's a bioengineered weapon. Human beings that are being placed in places that they know this shit'll happen. So it's planned. It's absolutely planned. It's an invasion and it's a warfare tactic. I think maybe that's also what's motivating me to work out even more. I'm like, okay, they're randomly attacking white people or actually even anybody that doesn't look exactly like them. And actually, even sometimes people that do look like them. So these people are fucking animals, demon worshiping, animal sacrificing fucking animals. And the people in charge aren't really doing anything about it. There's too many videos that I see time and time again of the police uh, barely intervening when it comes to these people. And when they do, they treat them with kid gloves. As opposed to if it was a white person that was acting psychotic because of drugs or whatever, they'll immediately get tased, maced, shot. I mean, fuck. The favoritism is more than obvious. So I do think, and I'll say it on here, white people need to tribe up, prepare, protect your own, and be ready. We can't leave it up to some unknown puppet pretending to be the authority. The country has been usurped. It's bought and paid for and owned by a foreign power that I refer to as the goblins or the Talmudic Satanists. whatever you'd like. There's too much evidence, including 9/11. I mean, come on. What was his name? Larry Silverstein? Let me look that up. Just real quick. Larry Silverstein. Frankenstein was a Jew. Larry Silverstein. Larry Larry A. Silverstein is an American billionaire businessman. American. Among his real estate projects, he is the developer of the rebuilt World Trade Center complex in Lower Manhattan, New York City, as well as one of New York's tallest residential towers at 30 Park Place, and where he owns a home. Oh, he's normal. Wonder what he does with all those fucking billions of dollars. Anyways, Larry Silverstein was the last owner of the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers. He bought the buildings not too long before they were destroyed, and of course, he got amazing insurance worth billions. I think he got insurance for $5 billion. He made sure to include attacks from terrorists in there. That was real important for him. And then we all know what happened on 9/11. Supposedly, some people hijacked the plane. Not that it was remotely controlled or anything like that, possibly. Um, the plane crashed into one building, and too many people have said, that saw it in person and did not see a second plane, yet the second building still collapsed. The collapse was more like a demolition because it collapsed straight down. And even if a plane would have hit it from the top, it wouldn't have destroyed itself from the bottom. So that was insurance fraud and mass murder. Larry Silverstein had enough buddies in high positions that they were able to help him get his motherfucking insurance payout. They got him $4.5 billion, just in case you were wondering how much the lives of everyone that were sacrificed at that national event. And of course, nearby, there was a group of Israelis dancing around, filming it, laughing. But, the Israeli government, Netanyahu and all those, they own the government. Government meant mind. The mind controllers. They were let go. They went back home to Israel, and they were treated like heroes. And they got on the news, talked about what had happened. So they know. The Israelis know that they're villains, that they're the bad guys, that they're the Satanists, and everyone is implicit because at the age of 18, they all have to join the military and receive training. I mean, even Gal Gadot, as pretty as she is and as famous as she was in the motherfucking military. Can you believe that? I don't think that Natalie Portman was, but that's only because she came over here to America before she was 18. So I'm not saying she's any better. I'm sure they all know. I don't think they're ignorant to the fact. You don't have people like Seth Rogen saying that I'm afraid of Jews. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, but you're. I mean, I get it, but it is a confusing time. We live in a confusing time, in a confusing world, and I think that's the point. Too many people aren't sure what to believe in. I had a conversation the other day with my German friend who's feeling, I don't know, I don't want to speak for her, but it sounded to me that she's feeling a little lost. This is a 39-year-old who's an English teacher. I mean, who has great health, has no shortage of suitors trying to seek her favor. And she feels like this. And she won't accept it. But I told her that, the missing ingredient, because she says, I mean, life's great, but, I feel like, what's the point of it all? And I, I said to her, I think it's a test. You know, I do believe in the Bible. I do believe that the great deception is being caused by the Satanists. And they're not fucking geniuses, okay? They're not. If they were so fucking smart, they wouldn't have left a crumb. Not any little piece of evidence. They're not. Somebody's helping them. Who? The fallen. The 1,000 years ended. They came out, and it's right there in the Bible. It says that they were going to fool the nations, right? That's in Revelations. And it's happening. We're seeing it. This is it. So if you still don't believe, it's only because they hid the truth from you and everyone else. So start researching. The truth is out there. They're not fucking immaculate geniuses. They're far from it. They might see themselves as that, but they're deceiving themselves. And they will lose in the end. That's for sure. All right, that's all the time I have for today. So I may or may not come on here tomorrow. I think shorter episodes is the way to go about it, because there's something in me that'll internally just sort of distract the fuck out of me when I plan on doing a bigger show and talking about way more things. Anyways, don't despair. There is good. Believe in God. Jesus is King. All right, I'm done. Later.